Hi everybody, welcome to the GrowCast Show episode 10. On today's episode, I have with me a close friend of mine, Nasirah Banu. She's a business planning strategist, and I want to start off by asking her, Nasirah, what does being better than normal mean to you?
Good question. Being better than normal, what it means to me is challenging yourself on a daily basis, because I think you need to constantly try to be a better version of yourself each day. So that is being better than normal.
So, Nasirah, what makes you better than normal?
I like this quote, which is by Charlie Tremendous Jones. He said that, in the next 5 years, who you become depends on two things: the books you read, the people you meet. I do these two on a daily basis. So I think the consistency of reading a book and then meeting new people will help me become a better person, better than normal person.
And if you had to choose between reading books and meeting people, according to the Charlie Tremendous Jones quote, which one do you think is more important, reading books or meeting people?
Tough question. I really like both. Meeting people is scary for me because I'm an introvert. Reading books is an introvert's best friend. Which is better? I would go for meeting people because it challenges me. It helps me come out of my fears of meeting new people, asking questions, and getting to learn from their experiences. I think that is important.
And maybe we dive a little bit more into that as well. So who is that one person that you have met, right, that you would say had the biggest impact in your life?
One person I've met that has a lot. There are a lot of people at different stages, different phases of my life. There were different role models. Like when I started off working, it was my boss, Adam Gehring. He is super perfect in the work he has done. And he said one thing: we all only have 24 hours, so don't waste time. If you're doing something, do it perfectly on your first round itself. Don't waste time going back and redoing things. So that is always stuck in my head. So whenever I deliver stuff, I always make sure it's 120% and there's no turning back, no going back. And right now, there are a lot of role models, especially the SME owners that I work with, because they are so innovative, so intelligent. They come with so much of fresh ideas. I'm always so impressed, and it's an exhilarating feeling. So impressed by their intelligence. Even you see, you have done so many things in life, and you have worked with Hitesh and all. Now I see you doing this show, right? All of y'all inspire me. And I think all of y'all have made an impact, and I'm a collective expression of you, all the people I've met.
Very beautifully said. And that's about the people that you meet. Let's talk about the books that you have read. So what is the one book that you would say, if I tell you about changing your life, right? What is the one book that you would say has had the biggest impact in your life?
The book that impacted me when I was in my 20s was by Robin Sharma, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. And The Surfer, The Saint, and The CEO. I might not be saying the name correctly, but the two books were quite impactful. And recently, the books that are really makes me think and grow is Dan Sullivan's book. So I think he is a business coach, is a strategic business coach, and his books, they try to trigger different parts of your brain and try to, change yourself, personal development and all, right? So I really like his books recently.
And if you like Dan Sullivan's book, you should actually check out Dan Sullivan's podcast. He's got a very amazing podcast as well. So Dan Sullivan, yes, a mentor of mine as well. I consume lots of Dan Sullivan stuff. So tell us a bit more, Banu. Tell us a bit more, Nasirah Banu, about your origin story and how you got started in the financial industry.
Originally, I'm a science student. I've never moved out of science and mathematics. So it has been biomedical science. Then I became a researcher. Then I was running an entire cloning facility in my lab. I was the only one doing cloning in my lab. One-man show. And we used to do a lot of cloning stuff. Somehow, I stumbled upon this career because after doing my master's, I wanted to do something related to policy making, health policies, something to help the citizens live a better life. That was the notion, to help people. Then I stumbled upon this job as a financial consultant. So everyone knows it does insurance and investments, right? So I stumbled upon this job by chance. But I'm on my 7th year by choice. And even today, when I wake up, I don't have Monday blues. I go to work every single day and I'm happy going to work. So I think that shows the interest in this job for me. So I really like this.
And what makes you want to stay for 7 years? Because we know the financial planning industry has got a high turnover rate, right? What has made you stick in the industry for 7 years?
The relationships I have built, the people I've met. These are the really the most important thing. The people, the team I am building as well, because this is one industry where the things I learn, I'm immediately able to put it to action. And I'm also able to pass it down, which is, I find it's a very pretty legacy to have. And I like teaching. I've been a tutor for like quite a number of years. So I really like teaching my team members, and I like talking to my friends. My friends and myself, my family members, we all share a different relationship as compared to the time I started off. So I really like how the relationship has blossomed to where it is right now.
Nasirah, in your experience dealing with so many business owners, right? What should business owners do if they do not have anyone to take over their business?
Okay. So if they do not have anyone to take over their business, they should already start thinking of alternatives, right? So the first alternative is, I do not have a successor, but you must treat your business as a sellable asset. So it has a selling value, which is a business value, right? You want to sell off your business, get the lump sum, because that is the fruits of your labor. Put it into an investment fund to start getting your retirement savings. Because if you do not have a successor, the next best alternative is to hand over the business to someone who can take it further. So to make it sellable, it's something that not many business owners are doing, because I feel business owners in current age and time, they don't think their business are sellable assets. So they need to work on that part. And to make your business a sellable asset, you need to work on a system and processes and your client acquisition methods and everything, right? So once they start working on it, they will then have to have a business valuer come in to value their business and sell it off for you.
I totally agree with you, because making a business into a sellable asset, that's also something that we are working on the GrowCast Show as well. So in your experience talking about successors, right? If a company, let's say, if it's a family-run business, right? For a family-run business, is it better to have a successor which is in the family, or is it better to find a successor which is out of the family?
Good question. I can't say which is better, because from my experience, I have seen so many people, so many businesses grow, so many businesses fail. So it really depends on the person who is taking over. If that best person to take over your business is inside your family, then it's perfectly fine. But if it is not in the family, don't feel compelled to give it to your children, because if they don't have the business acumen like you, they can't take it further. So find a successor. So we need to come out of that mindset that I need to keep it within the family. The successor, write down the qualities. They should be as similar to you as possible, and they must be trainable. And you are replicating, you're cloning yourself, right? So the successor must be a clone of you. It need not be necessarily your family members. And from my experience with the business owners I've seen, the businesses have grown when they actually give it to a person out of the family. So that is the thing I've seen so far.
And talking about money, right? We always talk about business owners having money, thinking about mindset and skill sets also. So from your experience, are business owners, or from your experience, are bosses good with money?
From my experience, bosses, unfortunately, they are not good with money. Don't get me wrong, they are actually very good with their business. They can grow their business, they can employ the best employees, but when it comes to themselves, it takes a backseat. They don't care about themselves, they care about their business. But I think bosses should pay themselves first, because you worked so hard, you put your brains into the business, right? You have to work hard and then take yourself out. A lot of the business owners we have worked with, especially the new business owners, new entrepreneurs, they don't even know what to do when money comes into their account, or they are not paying themselves enough. The one biggest problem I see, they don't pay themselves enough. So that's where we come in. We look into their cash flow, we look into their accounts and say that this is where you can unlock your capital. This is where you can pay yourself more, and there is nothing wrong in paying yourself more. Once the money comes into your bank account, treat yourself as an employee and behave in that same manner. Do something with the money that's coming into your account. Set aside a portion of money for investments, for your own personal investment under your own name. So I think maybe a small tip for the business owners, I call it a PSLE. So it's like a PSLE tip. P is profit account, S is sitting account, L is lifestyle account, and E is emergency account. You need 4 accounts, and sitting account is where your salary goes in. When as a business owner you pay yourself, sitting account the money goes in. Take 50% and put it into your lifestyle account. And ensure your emergency account has 1 year of your expenses. And then your investment account, make sure you have about at least 20 to 30% of money sitting inside there, because this profit account is where you want to invest and develop your personal wealth. Company doing perfectly fine, growing, it is okay, but you also need to focus on your personal wealth. That's where I find most business owners are not paying attention to.
And I like it. It's as simple as PSLE, right?
PSLE, yeah.
Very nicely said. And Nasira, if a company has a high turnover rate of employees, right, how can this be stopped?
Oh, fantastic question. I really like it because I've been working on it past 2 years, and I think we have a very nice system to actually solve that issue. Ever since there is this term called great retrenchment and all, we have a lot of turnovers. People are leaving the companies because the benefits are not good. What we do is we survey the sentiments of your employees. Once we survey, you know what they are missing out on, be it emotional health, commitment, or just productivity. We see where they are lacking. We curate the employee benefits according to that. And the way we create the employee benefits will cater to the mass market, the mass individuals, so that they feel that you are taking care of your employees. Because it cannot be your CEO always coming to the lowest new staff and then talking to them, motivating them. It doesn't work that way. We don't have time for that. But the one way you can show that you value your staff is by giving them good incentives, not just an insurance plan. It need not be just an insurance plan. You need to give a little bit more. Give them health screening, give them health workshops, mental wellness workshop, even like a Zumba class, things to make them happy. So that is what we do for our employees, to actually make them happy and look forward to coming to work. And we also focus on team bonding. We have a team that works on increasing the team bonding and productivity of the staff as well.
I agree. I think that's very, very important so that they also don't have Monday blues, right?
Yes.
And Nasira, so for yourself, who are you currently looking to help?
Currently, we are looking to help SME owners, because that is where we find the gap is new entrepreneurs and SME owners, because they have a lot of capital locked inside their businesses. We have seen, we have worked with a lot of SMEs. We realize capital is locked, not working hard enough for the company, and they have not structured their employee benefits to retain their staff well as well. And sometimes they are overpaying. Some companies I see, they are overpaying to insurance companies like us, like they are paying too much. But when we restructure it, we make sure more goes to the employees or to the most valuable person in your business, right? That helps the business grow, and it increases your employees' productivity as well. So that is where we want to help out. We want to unlock those capital that is being wrongly used or not used properly. Even like, for example, I say sitting account. People will ask me, which is the best sitting account for a corporate? They will say, we have some accounts which is giving you 2% even, just to park your funds inside it. There are a lot of cash accounts like that for corporate businesses. So these are the things we actually help our clients research, and then we update them on.
And that way it's a win-win situation, right? Both for the boss and the employees as well. And Nasira, what is business succession planning? Is it very costly?
Costly, it's relative. Costly is relative. It depends on how much you want it. Business succession planning, right? There are two things. One is transferring leadership skills, and second one is transferring system and processes. So with me, there are two teams. One team works on leadership. They work on transferable leadership skills, so that there is a leader, CEO or a managing director, who is able to take your business to the next level either keep it the same or bring it even further 10 times better. And we work, my team comes in on system and processes, another team comes on system and processes, where we make sure your system and processes are there on two things. One is for client acquisition, which is the important growth factor for your business. And second one, employee retention. Because you do not want to keep retraining your employees. It's a huge waste of time. If today I hire one, 6 months later the person leaves, then I have to retrain. A lot of your key employees' time is wasted, right? So we try to avoid that. So these are the two important things for business succession. It is not that costly if it is done properly. It is a reasonable price you pay to get a sustainable income source as a business owner for your company.
So, Nasira, for you, in your opinion, is employee benefits important for small businesses of 5 to 10 people? And does it really help with staff retention?
Okay, good question. 5 to 10 employees, right? You want to see, depends on the cash flow. You want to see how you want to structure it. If 5 to 10 employees, all of them do not have any medical history, and they all have very good insurance plans on their own, what you can do as a company is offset 40 to 50% of their expenses that they are paying for medical insurances. That is one way. If you have staff who are a little bit older or have medical history and they can't get insurance, then you want to provide those insurance medical benefits. Why I say this, because these 5 to 10 staff that you have are very important. You want to be very careful with the money that you are putting into the employee benefits, the insurance stuff. Employee benefits is not always about insurance. It's also about upgrading their skills. You improve, you give them an opportunity to upgrade their skills or increase on personal development is also employee benefit. So some of your funds can go in that manner to make them a better employee for your company, and that increases productivity as well.
Very nicely said. And our last question, Nasira, that we have, how can employers gain long-term and valuable employees?
Oh, fantastic. The long-term valuable employees, so we call them the MVP, the most valuable person of your company, right? We learned it from a lot of the corporates that we have worked with, and I have worked personally with. We call it a bonus tiering structure. We strategize to curate this bonus structure, and we call it a golden handcuff also. In the insurance term, we call it golden handcuff. You incentivize this most valuable person for the period of years that they are committed to you. So it helps you keep their loyalty for a certain known period of time. You don't want to have this unknown liability where you do not know when your most important person is leaving, right? But when you give them a contract, okay, you see, if you can spend 10 years with me or 7 years with me, I'm going to compensate you with a bonus. And this bonus doesn't have to come from your company cash flow. We can take it out from some of your invested assets as profits to pay for these bonuses as well. If you incentivize your key men like that, they are usually willing to stay with you for a longer period because the bonus must make sense as well.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I need to go and find some golden handcuffs for myself. And that was episode 10 of the GrowCast Show. I had with me Nasirah Banu, and I will see all of you real soon for the next few episodes. Nasirah, any last words for the audience?
Last word for the audience. Okay, so what we're gonna do is since it's about business strategy and all, right, and my age, okay, I don't mind saying my age is 36. For the first 36 business owners who want to have a complimentary business valuation, if you put it on your comments, under the comments, we will actually my team will get in touch with you to give you a complimentary business valuation. What you will know is your current company value and how you can take it to the level where it becomes a sellable asset. And on top of it, we will tell you what are some actionable steps you can take to retain employees and also keep your most valuable business personnel. So that will be from me and my team.
Perfect. Very nice. I'm going to be one of the 36 as well. Thank you so much, Nasirah. And that was episode 10. See you all real soon.